All right, guys, so week 1 is pull pattern. And so the athletes are going to be doing 50 reps of their version of a pull-up as their test, and we're going to test their time for that. So what we're going to focus on is in the pull pattern for our movement, or the parts of that pull pattern that tend to be needing the most attention for most of our athletes. In order to do a pull-up, or that pull pattern is defined by thoracic extension, so some straightening out of the upper back. We need scapular or shoulder blade depression and rotation, and then we also do shoulder extension and elbow flexion. I'm turning sideways because I want you to see that it's all in the plane of the body as opposed to out in front, at least for pull-ups. Anything like rowing or bent over rowing where we're pulling, renegade rows, all that kind of stuff is certainly still pull pattern, but for pull-ups, it's all in the plane of the body. So our exercise warm-ups are going to be connected with that also. So all your athletes need is a piece of wall. This is sort of like a wall sit, but this is not the time to force people into 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. What we're looking for is a stable position to rest, to be in. Their focus needs to be on their upper body. So they're up against the wall, feet or knees maybe shoulder width apart, but again, only in partial wall sit. We're not going to worry about too much what's happening with the lower body. The lower back is gently tilted into the wall, so there's not a huge arch there. The upper back, so the middle of the spine, part of my spine that's between my shoulder blades is touching the wall. I've got my shoulder blades pulled back. I want the back of my head to also be toward the wall, as opposed to trying to bring the top of my head back. So we don't need the chin jutting out. We actually want the chin chucked, almost like you're making a double chin, so that we're trying to find neutral spine. Again, just like we would want to if we were doing a pull-up. We wouldn't want to be doing a pull-up in this position, so we're going to try to use these exercises as a way to prep us for that. So the shoulder blades are pulled back, the tail is tucked a little bit. We're gonna do wall angels. So we start with the hands down here, palms are facing out, and we're gonna slowly come out towards this 90-degree position. The reason I'm saying stop at 90 degrees is most of the time people will start to bring their arms away from the wall as they bring their arms overhead, which sort of defeats the purpose of the exercise. What we're trying to do is create good scapular control and thoracic extension, so good posture, so that translates into our exercise. So we're gonna go wall angels, so sliding the arms in and out. So just a piece of wall that's wide enough for that. Sliding the arms up and down for maybe 30 seconds. Then we're going to go to a W position. You can see that my arms are making sort of this W pattern. My thumbs are pointing toward the wall. I'm in the same posture as far as my upper back is concerned. My shoulder blades are pulled back. The spine between my shoulder blades is touching the wall. And I'm pulling the back of my head as close to the wall as I can. The thumbs are on the wall, or pointing toward the wall. And I'm just going to slide my arms up as high as they'll go and bring them straight back down. I stop where I stop because I feel that if I'm going farther than that, my shoulders are going to start to snug up toward my ears and my hands actually come off of the wall. So what we want is for this edge of the forearm, from the thumb side of the forearm all the way to the elbow, to be in contact with the wall. At least the elbow's in contact. If the hands don't reach that far back, we can keep working with that. But the elbows are in contact with the wall. And for me, I pull them down to here, I slide them up to here, and that's where I get my work. And all the work is happening in the upper back. You can add this to a wall sit that might incidentally find its way into your workout also. So if they are in a deep wall sit, you can still have them do the same movement with the arms. It will actually help support the pull pattern more than maybe a weighted ball out in front would. And without the weight, if a weight overhead is sometimes a nice challenge also, but the weight being out in front promotes that poor posture that we tend to start with. We're trying to fix that. So we want to go head back, shoulder blades back, and swing. So we go wall or slide. So we have wall angels, back and forth this way, and we do wall slides up and down that way. 30 seconds a piece, maybe 2 sets, and getting ready for your pull-ups. Have some fun with that.